Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't been posting for a little while because I sort of exited that 2-week Minecraft phase that you kind of get. So instead, what I've been playing recently is The Sims 2, and yeah, I thought I'd just pop in here and show you a little bit of what I'm doing. So right now I am playing as the Fliblia family. So here we have Sagert Fliblia, the father, and we have Badis Fliblia, the mother. She's currently nursing baby Limothy. And here we have Yacht Fliblia, and somewhere here is Act Fliblia. So Fliblia is Simlish for fire, and they have all red hair, so I thought that was a good name. Then we have the Lalo family that I've already played. We have the Wolfum family, which I've also played. And then I still have Chipmar and Noob. And when all of these three here are finished, that's the end of week 2. We also have the lake community lot, which recently got mining stones, and also the forest edge, which has some clay. So I'm making a test of time challenge world with my own kind of rules. So I can show you. Here is their home lot. All of the families started with this tent, and currently the Fliblias are working on building a little hut of sorts, the same one that you can see here at the Wolfum, as well as the Lalo. Also, the Chekmar families started to build it. The Noob family had a shaky start, so they're kind of a little bit behind, but they'll also get there. More permanent houses this round, I suppose. So yeah, as we are joining the Fliblias, it is now Tuesday morning, and Sagert and Act, they are on their way to get some clay so they can build the next section of the house. So the houses are custom content, and I do it like so these are all decorational, and here you have the actual tents. So they have to get stone from the mine over there, which they then sell to get this 50 simoleon price. So then this one is left on the ground, and we add this one on top. So they need clay for 50, and then you have this one with the thatch. And then depending on if I want them to get the taller one, they have to add the wooden beams, and then they get the actual hut. So a lot of talking in the beginning. Let's just send Act and Sagert to our community lot to get some clay. So they will get going. This world does not have any like males are stronger or females, stuff like that, so both the man and the woman can go, but in this case Sagert is the one with the shovel needed to dig up some clay. So that's why he's doing that. I'm bringing the kids along just so they get to experience the world and get to know the neighbors, because they are going to have to marry one of them to continue to the next generation. So the test of time challenge It's basically you start as prehistoric Sims and then you get Roman Sims, and you move through time. So here you can see most of my Sims. Here you have the Lalo family. Lalo means milk. We also have Woofum. Woofum means dog. And someone's fighting. Looks like Creaky. Yeah, Creaky fights with everybody. It's a bit of a nuisance. Here's the Checkmar family and also the Noob. So there's been 7 years so far. So all of the early kids are actually children now and not babies. So this was Jeronica Lalo, which beat up Creaky Noob. So yeah, but we are here to get some clay, so I'm gonna send him over to dig some clay, and I think we need 5 to be able to afford it, but they only get to dig once per day, so if he doesn't get enough, he'll have to come back tomorrow and get the rest of the clay. Meanwhile, little Act here can maybe talk to some of the kids, maybe get to know Creaky. Creaky seems a little bit upset. He hasn't had a very good childhood, so he's acting out. But maybe we can play tag. Oh, no. Act wants to fight. Act and Creaky do not have a really good friendship. They're negative. They usually fight. In fact, if I look at his memories, he has won a fight against Creaky 3 times. So yeah, Creaky likes to fight a lot, but yeah. And now I actually missed how much of the clay. He got 4 raw clay. And they already have 10 points. So maybe that will be enough. I think they're 10 each. So we'll see when we come back. But this is where I'm keeping all of the little items. So they have buckets of water for cleaning. They have 2 buckets. So maybe they'll actually go over to the waterfall on their way home. It's a little bit of a detour, but I think they need more water to be able to clean themselves. So let's see, are they still playing? Yeah. He just made friends with Kiteri, Checkmar, which is the next family. But let's head back home. No, not home. That's wrong. Okay, I guess we'll head home. Then I'll have to go and get some water some other day. So we'll see if we have enough clay. And I'm drinking some spearmint tea just because my throat is a little bit scratchy from Halloween. No, not Halloween. From New Year. Even though it's been like over a week since New Year, it's still a little bit scratchy, so. So, I have the community time mod, so they won't be able to come home straight away. Instead, they'll be back in 4 hours. So that means that for the next 4 hours, we can focus a little bit on Kiteri and the babies, Gat and Limothy. And let's see, do we have... She actually has a lot of water, so she could clean herself. Put Limothy in the basket. then sponge bath. We have one. Oh, never mind. We have something here. A catfish. They don't know how to cook that yet. So, what is with the imagery? Play with him. We'll do a cuddle. Now I'll try to put him back in the basket. Oh, he peed himself. Clean that up. So yeah, they only have a catfish and they need bass to be able to. I guess he threw up on her, so we'll have to wash her again. I'll put this here. So this is kind of cool, I think. Yeah, giant fire when it throws things. It's really a good custom content piece. But yeah, so they need bass, so I'm gonna send her to go fishing after she's done washing up. And she washed her hands instead of... Okay, that will have to do. Okay, so I wanted her to take a sponge bath, but I guess she just wanted to wash her hands. So when the boys get home, we will add to this, and they are just decorational pieces. They don't do anything. I just think it adds something to have them build the houses. And it's just tents, so they're not really good quality either way, and they don't really protect against heat, but it's the first 1 and 2 generations, so they'll have to struggle. I guess. Yeah. So let's forward and see if we can get some fish. And she caught something, and it was a largemouth bass. So all of these things also they had to create. By the water here they have these rocks which create reeds, and if they sell the reeds then they get points towards buying these wicker items. So they have the little mat where I put out the fishes, and they have the baskets where the kids sleep or slept. I guess, yeah, we don't need this one, so we'll just hide it in here. There is a secret barrier here which just stops them from walking through the tent, because they do that otherwise. So actually let's put him here. Because he's growing up to a child today, and little Limothy is growing up to a toddler, so then the toddler can be in there. And there's no baby on the way, so that's good as well. So you just saw here that the reeds grew, which he's gonna actually pick up. And the boys are back, so they can build the next. Hopefully. So we needed. Let's see. We needed 50. We have 4 clay. They're 10, so that's good. So now we can afford the next stage. Like so. And now this is all able to be walked through. So once again, I'll just go in here and take my invisible walls. Just stops them from walking through there. They can still walk inside and do things, but yeah. So then the next step for tomorrow is that they need to do this part, which is the thatch. So that means reeds. So they need to collect enough reeds to put up 150 and then 200 for the finished tent. Then I put these parts into one of the Sims inventory, and it will count towards their like family value. Because when these ones are grown up and have children and their children grow up, then we move into the next stage, which is the Roman era. And in the Roman era, the richest family becomes the emperors, the second richest family becomes the something, and then it goes down and down. So we want to keep the value of these within the family. But they're all pretty much the same level of poverty. In the end, the ones that'll be richest are the ones with the most kids, I think. We'll see. I've never made it past the Neanderthal stage. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a bit of what I'm working on right now, or what I'm playing right now. And as I'm not really playing Minecraft right now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We could, I guess, just take a peek through the other families just before we end it. And I can show you my world, which is not very... There's not a lot. Oh, and this one I need to remove. It was from my old plan for the... I was gonna make it... So the first iteration of this that I made, I had survivors of a plane crash, and they had crashed here and they had like a little thing here. And then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I changed it to just like a proper prehistoric family. So let's take a look at the Lalo. Lalo is Simlish for milk, so because they're all like super pale. They have the brightest eyes, the blonde hair, and the palest skin, so I thought they were the best family for this name. There's not a lot of Simlish names to pick from, so, or Simlish words to pick from that actually have known meanings, but milk was one of them. So this is what they've built the house. This is what it's gonna look like eventually, or this one, but I think I'm gonna go for this house, or maybe I go for that one. I haven't decided yet. And all of the families have a path that runs through, and it goes around all the way, and then ends up here by the lake. And this side it goes towards the forest, because this is like the forest. So they have 3 kids. They have, well, their daughter is sleeping right now, and they have 2 toddlers. So their daughter Jeronica, and then Fick Lalo, and so Fick like thick milk, and then Frennan. And if we go to the wolfen, I guess we can do that. So then next to them is the Wolfen family, and Wolfen is dog, because when I was rolling their traits, they liked werewolves. So I thought, okay, maybe they are werewolves, or like something like that. So this is the Wolfen family. Christopher and his wife Galis. So we have Galis and Badis, and N is their oldest daughter, and then they had Jerniel, which is a younger daughter. No, Jerniel is the oldest daughter, and N is the younger daughter, and then they just gave birth to Creek, which is their first boy and the heir to the family. And Checkmar is the Simlish word for checkmate, because they like logic in a mate. So I thought, yeah, maybe checkmate. Here's their oldest daughter, Rebecca, and mother and daughter, mother Kiteri and daughter Nay. They just went to the potty, I think. And they are actually the ones that started building on the house first, but they didn't have time before the end of the week to finish it. So, yeah. Oh. And then the final family is the Noop family. The Noop family is not a very friendly family. Noop means night, and they were actually exiled because Myrthen attacked the Wolfham wife, and the Wolfham husband attacked Myrthen, and Thistopher, Thistopher Wolfham attacked Myrthen and beat his ass. And they were then exiled. So the other ones lived together, and they had to live alone. So they are not doing very well, but they are starting to come back from it. But their toddlers are not happy. Myrthen has had the flu because they didn't have any food, so they had to eat bad food, because the lot they were forced to move into before they were re-accepted didn't have any pond, so they couldn't fish. So they had to eat expired food. And here we have Glabe, Noop. So they are right now the ones that are closest to the lake beach area. Not that that matters, but so hopefully now that they're a bit more integrated, maybe they can survive a little bit better. One of the neighbors came over with fish just to help them when they were feeling their worst, but it seems like little Creaky here who just grew up to a child is not doing very well and acting out on the other children, so we'll see. Maybe he will bring misfortune on the rest of the family for another generation. Hopefully Uvan and Dinning will have a better fortune than poor Craigie. But yeah, those are my families, and I guess we can end it with just looking at the actual lake, because we didn't get to see that. It's quite laggy. We saw the forest edge with the clay. So the lake is like mountain water. So there's a lot of waterfalls. There's one here for showering and another one here for showering, and then this one is just decorative, but it puts out a lot of particles, so it's very laggy. So here's where they now can mine for stone for their houses, and yeah, it's not a lot more. But you can see all of the families are living on the edge of the lake. Soon, I mean, the lake will have to move away, or the river. The lake will have to move in a river somehow. But we'll have to figure that out when we come there. This entire place seems to be in a bit of a valley or a depression, so we'll see how the water, maybe the lake keeps filling, we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please take care. Bye.